This is a quick video to go over the differences between the Swing Parser 3.3 version and an updated Swing Parser 4.0 version. I'm not going to go into the details of how to use these spreadsheets. You can get that from the first two videos. I might do a follow-up video that explains how to copy and paste everything from the Swing newsletters. Again, this is used at your own risk. So let's just talk real quick about the differences. First thing you'll notice is it's formatted differently. The bottom here is the 3.3 version. The top version is 4.0 version. I've made it so that you no longer have to put the symbol in row number 2 in order to have some of this information available to you or for use. It's now included as part of the 4 lines that make up the swing trade input. The second thing you'll notice, or maybe not in this particular order, is that there's this cancel now in the as part of the order, and Thinkorswim will allow you to actually set a cancel based upon either a time or a symbol passing or hitting a certain value. And I discovered that you can actually use that in this copy paste function that we use. So I've added it now that if the stop price is hit before the trade triggers, then it will cancel the whole order. It will cancel, in this case, the buy and both the sell orders, which is one of the swing trade rules. So now you don't have to put an alert in or remember or worry that you forgot to cancel one. This should, and test it for yourselves, and do watch anyway, but this should go ahead and cancel the order for you once the stock hits the stop price during normal market hours, unless of course the trade's already triggered, then it will act as normal. You can override now these entry, stop, and target prices. So if you wanted to have, say, a later entry or an earlier entry of, say, $2.50, I apologize for the black thing. I don't know why my spreadsheet does that on occasion. That won't happen with your formatting. It'll stay looking normal. But this allows you to override the entry, stop, and target prices for any trade, and then it turns it red for you so that there we go. This one didn't turn everything black, but it did it over here. It's very strange. I don't know why my Excel's been doing that lately. So you can see it changed the entry price to 290. It changes the order for you. It changes all the calculations, your R per share, etc. And this will allow you to adjust those similar to what you could do with the stop limits and the override shares. I turn it red if you do override one of these limits, so that if you copy a different trade here, you'll know that you've overridden it here, and that'll give you an opportunity to either adjust it, or again, if you want to just not have it override, just delete it out of there, and it'll put it back to whatever value you have. I've updated it too so that the if he provides a trade that says target to be determined, which tends to happen not so much on Sundays, but during the week, he'll put one out fairly quickly, and it'll have a to be determined. It will look and find that it doesn't have a dollar value, and then it will, in this particular case, it uses the value in S9, column S, and line number 9, because that's what this trade is, which happens to be the R4 value for this trade. So you see this is 464. It overrid it to 464. If you want, you can go ahead and change that to, T9 or not T9, Q9 or P9 or R9, and it will use R1, R2, R3. If you want to, you could also just always put something in here to override it as well. But that's something I've changed, and you'll want to be aware of if you're using this to input your trades. I also just kind of cleaned this up so this looks a little bit easier and is easier to follow as far as buying powder, capital percent, and target R. Before it was kind of spread a little bit over the trade. It was kind of hard to know, and it wasn't very clear what it was that you were looking at, what the dollar amounts and stuff were. So now you've got just a little bit more straightforward as to what you're going to experience or the values for the trade. So that'll make that a little bit easier. And that's about it. have fun using it. Let me know if you find any quirks, and a reminder that you use it at your own risk.